My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Hello, Eka. And Malika's Shifting Pyre. Okay, this is going to be a good run already. Let's get that redirected. There we go. Malika's Shifting Pyre. All drafted cards come with an upgrade. 2 copies of Fey Blessing in the base deck. Damn, really happy to see those two. 2 Flash Freezes, a little bit of directed damage for the backlines. And Shadeguard, 2 Embers 3 size, resolve if it is New Moon, gain +10, +15. Seraphitona's Chosen of Entropy is going to demand we have some backline damage. And, God, I want to look at Eka's line first, maybe? She has a line I've never used. Oh no, I'm thinking of Arduin has the Mystical Hammer line that I've never used. Incant gain Conduit. How would that be here? It's pretty good for the Phase Blessing. Obviously for the Witch Weaves. Stygian Merchant of Steel is the first. Merchant of Magic Stygian's this. Okay, yeah, I'd probably go Incant if that's the line. Blights and Scourges cost 0 is always lovely, but in a world where I do have the ability to discard them, an early guild marker is much better. Yeah, I was worried about that. Silver Empress. Ability, Lunar Echo. Create an ephemeral copy of a random spell played last turn. Echo. Lunar Steward. On Moon Cycle, apply 1/1 to friendly units. Now, the thing with that is, it doesn't... I don't have any control over Moon Cycle in the base deck. This is so weird. To give that to Eka, who doesn't have the phase cards. Activates only in full moon. Activates only in new moon. God, I want to take Lunar Steward and just try and figure out how to use it. This is I don't feel great about this. I think maybe having a Shadeguard on the top floor with a Spear Steward behind it might still be enough to get us over the line. Like, this is going to be a tough early fight. What I'm really looking for here is a Meddler. Just a Meddler that I can make endless and use as a chump blocker. Fire Dampener, -1 energy per turn. Doesn't stop me from doing anything. I guess Eka still goes behind Shadeguard then. Really didn't want discarding that one. Oh, nice. You come to the next floor. I'll have +10, so it's 27, 12. Both of those get pumped, so it's actually 13. 28 is 41. Yeah, we have enough damage to take out that Fallen Champion, so we'll start focusing on the next one. Perfect. Literally perfect. Taking out the backline healer every single round and just letting them ascend. For the backline, Flash Freeze. I will Foregone before I Phase Blessing. Yeah, because I do like Phase Blessing, but Foregone's more important there. I'm just so wary of losing early when I have Echo. It really can happen. Got him. Come on, Meddler. Oh, Bloody Moon with already a Smolder Stone. Oh, Starstruck with Holdover. Damn, both of those are really good. Starstruck with Holdover is only days half of the turns because I can't Moon Cycle yet, but after I can, it's much better. Right now, I feel like Bloody Moon is probably the better pick. I'll take the right now pick. Interesting. I mean, it is an offering token. I love an offering token. Always a big fan of an offering token. But Energy Siphon has Spell Chain. Once only will I do this. But I'm going to click that Energy Siphon instead, and we're going to see what we can do about that. Merchant of Steel Dualism. Okay, we're off to a good start here. Now I just need someone who can wield that dualism very effectively. God of the Unnamed. I mean, I guess. Currently, Ekka's not my incant floor, so I just have a second different incant floor that God of the Unnamed leads. Alright. Although there was Quick available, and there was a sweeping unit just a second ago. If I'm honest, having done that last run, I am a little glad not to be doing that right now. I just don't want that to become 100% of the runs I do. I'm open to taking a reroll here and looking for Mini Stone or Titanite, both for Shadeguard. Yeah, Mini Stone. Oh, greater unit with Conduit 5. It can't gain armor. I mean, right now, yeah, the God of the Unnamed is going to be blocking for Shadeguard on the Echo line. We're going to be putting all of those on the same line again. Shadeguard does get decent damage over time, but, like... yeah, it's going to want multi-strike more than it cares about Incant Gain Armor 2. In fact, it doesn't really care about Incant Gain Armor 2 at all. There's a non-zero Conduit. Conduit's good just because it's on that unit. Maybe. I don't think it's strong enough to do. I'll hold that money. Enemy units enter with Titan Skin 1. Sure. Dangerous Flatulence attempt to ascend to the pyre. They're their own worst enemy, so they take the most damage when we hit them on the highest floor, because we'll have the most time to build up, but also they'll deal damage themselves, as long as I'm capable of dealing damage to the enemy backline. Okay, I think I should set up low. Something like that. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about the Collector appearing there, but it's all good. That's out in the end. Unfortunately, Witchweave does not kill a target at the moment without any additional help, at least. Let's take out your healer. Flagellant takes 20 after the combat, restores 15. Double energy siphon an enemy. Oh god, I wish I could... I mean, I'm gonna make sure this doesn't work, but can I spell weakness myself in order to make Phase Blessing do more? Oh no, it's getting 6 from the incant. Okay, no. That's the answer to that. Oh boy, those witch weaves still aren't enough. Actually, the very first thing I need to do is play Foregone Power. I don't want it to possibly discard another Foregone Power. Hilarious. Well, you got me, game. That's exactly what I didn't want you to do. If I can only get a unit on the bottom line that scales with damage for incant, oh boy. I mean, I'd love to... I'm not going to be able to really do much against Celeborn the Wall. But I can't let the Flagellant... Well, actually, hang on. The Flagellant only needs to be... Yeah, you'll take 17 this round. Why 17? You're healing 15. You're taking 13. Right, so this is already accounting for the 20 damage you're going to have as you ascend. So yeah, I do need to hit with Foregone Power then. Okay, we'll try a couple different versions of this turn. Move your damage shield, frostbite you, Foregone Power. This guy's going to do 6 damage to the pyre if he ever gets there, so I think realistically we probably want to take that guy out. Then just Witch Weave. That hurt a lot. Yeah, it sucked. Moon Pixie, unfortunately, is large stoned. Really not what we want to see on that. Cover of Night's neat. Phases the new moon, applies +5 damage and stealth 1 to friendly units, but there's the Meddler with the ability to moonface. Oh, double stack Drain. Interesting. Mollusk Mage Conduit 10, incant gain armor 2. Not bad. Not as good as the double stack Drain, though. God, I'm starting to look at that pyre remains like, do I need to go that way? I believe in you, game. You've got my back. Oh, consume remove the bloody. Not bad there. -1 intrinsic for drains, also not bad. Really? I mean, yeah, I have no sweep, I guess. I turned it down before, but I can't do it again. Bah humbug. Plus 10 magic power on these phase blessings is nice. But I'm gonna have to go capacity and probably capacity draw, so all cost savings are really impactful for us. Okay, an ability for a unit. Guard of the Unnamed, advance, restore to full health and gain armor equal to the amount healed, and not relevant. Benevolence, restore friendly units to full health and grant plus 5 HP. Not bad. Wrath, attack immediately. Look, we could throw that on Icy Silify, but then we miss out on the ability to give you Quake at a later store. It's just gotta be Benevolence, right? Yeah. And it's Benevolence on Guard of the Unnamed. Yeah, none of the other ones apply bonuses. Although I guess this applies armor equal to the amount healed, so the armor would probably be doubled, but God of the Unnamed is already going to have armor, so that's not really going to be relevant. Benevolence at least gives us the ability to give 5 HP to the floor every 3 rounds, which it's not nothing. It's not nothing. It might have saved us in the previous fight. It's not nothing. It is pretty much nothing. It's quite close to nothing. Where do I play my units? I guess it's this bottom line still. And then Icy Silify here, and I just look to draw something to defend it. I mean, yeah, I can defend it with a Spear Steward right now. God of the Unnamed, plus 5 HP for all of your friends! Ooh, that drain's gonna be sick. Prevent Archeon from doing any damage for a while. Hell yeah, pepper him up. Okay, Meddler on summon will phase the moon. On ability will moon phase as well. Really important I keep you alive. Because you are giving +1/+1 to the entire bottom floor every time you use your ability now. Don't get enough damage on this bottom line to really take my foot off the gas pedal of just getting as much armor on the God of the Unnamed as possible. Yikes. Yeah, I don't think we can generate the damage to win this. Fallen Champion's going to be ascending, gaining 20 health at the end of the round, which is going to leave it there, dealing 8 damage directly to our pyre. If I hit you with Frostbite, I can get you down another 11. Down to 36. If I hit you with Witch Weave and then Frostbite, then we can get you to die to 1 hit from Malika's Shifting Pyre, which is good enough. It's not good enough, but you work with what you got. No incantaries on the bottom floor. Look, I can stack up a bunch more spell weakness on Archeon, but without real spells to do damage, like, it's not really going to matter. One of these Fallen Champions is pretty much directly going to get to the top, unless I hit him with a Bloody Moon, so I'm going to siphon the hell out of you. Spear Steward hits the top floor. Meddler medals yet again. Got the name with the additional health. This one's probably going to need to be Foregone Power into Foregone Power. Yep, that gets that first Fallen Champion down. Next hand does draw the Bloody Moon to take down the second one, keeping us alive. Oh, I'd love to get out of this fight. Come on. I think if we get out of this fight, we have stuff we can do. Gotta sweep that. And then you're gonna need to take more damage as you ascend as well. No real additional health to be had. Oh, 1 more damage was the difference on Fallen. Oh yeah, I should have seen that. 44 and you heal 20 at the end of the round. Alright, can we win on the bottom line? Yes, we can. Just. But that's all we needed. Good God. That was way too close for comfort. Yeah, just trying to imagine that without the Isoscyler fight. It's not coming up with good colors in my mind. Ice and Pyre, why? Why do you have to be this way? Firebound, attune, spell chain! Firebound. 90 damage to the front enemy unit on the top floor or in the pyre room. There's also the Spike and Stygian, applies 1x sap and 5x frostbite. Yeah. Yeah. And finally, Lunar Cycle Staff. On Moon Cycle, this equipment gains 1 damage permanently. I think this is about the latest I would get that equipment, but I'll definitely take it. We're looking for more Moon Cycle as well. I see Silify that already has Dualism on. Pretty fun. Selena Acolyte that also has the ability to sweep. But if I need to sweep, I'll sweep the way that I need to sweep right now. I will just move the other unit down 1 line. Nightingale. Stealth 2, Rage 12 on a New Moon Multi-Strike 2. That's not bad to just throw on Ekka's line with additional capacity here. Lunar Coven Banner and Merchant of Steel. Yeah, especially for the Pyro mains, I think we have to go that way. There's the quick. Just do it. Just don't. No use fighting the tide. Stealth 4, rage 24 on Nightingale? Not half bad. Not half bad. Lunar Priestess, size 1 on resolve at a moon conduit, at a moon ritual spell with ephemeral to your hand, and it has conduit 5. You're an incredible unit. Yes. You're pretty much exactly what we need on that line. Ability Lunar Echo on full moon, 20 conduit. I mean, look, the 20 conduit does mean things. Absolutely. But I'm pretty sure Lunar Steward only gets to 4/4 from each moon cycle. If it goes 3/3. Wow. Ugh, I really want to make it good, but it feels like it's not. I'm doing it. I'm still doing it, damn. Yeah, I really feel like I don't run Incant on the same line anymore, so it's like Guard of the Unnamed defends Icy Silophyte for the bottom line, and then the mid line is Shadeguard, Nightingale, Echo, and then we just fit in Meddler as a chump block and Lunar Priestess when we can. I do think Nightingale starting with the extra rage, I do think that has meaning. I think it'll help us cut down those big units that manage to make their way through a little bit too comfortably. Start a battle, enemy units approach floor. I mean, admittedly, this is kind of mortifying. They're Misshapen Fiends. We take, what, 12 damage to the first line, 15 damage to the second line. One of those lines will just get completely chumped. Completely blocked, rather. I really want the money. There's a Merchant of Trinkets in the next... Oh, Merchant of Arms is the other side as well. I need that money. If that ends up costing me 27 health, it costs me 27 health. It won't. But if it did, it would be okay. There's no way I do, like, Guard of the Unnamed Icy Silophyte top line, right? Just... Or even just Icy Silophyte, Guard of the Unnamed on this line? Dire defenses. I'm gonna restart the battle in a second. I'm just looking to see what units are coming out. Okay, so it's Axtor. Yeah, Scarred Sentinel's getting the 5 Titan skin every single time it goes up, so I really don't want to set up on the top floor. I didn't even bother looking at what was in my opening hand there, and it would change depending on what I played, so. There's also an argument I just throw Icy Silophyte on the top line by itself. Let it take care of both of the lines and then just die to its own attrition. I lose Sweep for the entire fight. Nightingale comes out with 48 damage. Multi-strike 2 as well. Do I need the Icy Silophyte Sweep? Or can I use that for 28 health in this fight? I think I can use it for 28 health. Okay. Icy Silophyte, Shadeguard, Echo, and Lunar Priestess. Is it easier to do Nightingale? I think it's easier to do Nightingale. The Lunar Cycle stuff, the one that repeats its damage. Vicious Axe Throw is going to be more annoying next floor, so we'll prevent that. Phase Blessing, which we does dramatically nothing here. And then sap the unit that I'm actually going to have to deal with. That 9 corruption is going to be really annoying as well. But we've got the damage to take out this Scarred Sentinel this round. Only problem is making sure that the Nightingale stays in tune, so I'm going to need much more Moon Phase. I feel like this midline is just now Meddler and Lunar Priestess. Yeah, the last 2 cards. So we'll summon Meddler at the very back. We've got to face it twice, otherwise I don't even get to continue playing. Sure, I can throw away a Shield Seer on the top line, why not? Double Energy Siphon on the bottom line is enough to get a Witch Weave to take down the Scarred Sentinel, and then I can do some healing. Sorry, the Vicious Axe Thrower behind the Scarred Sentinel. Sadly not going to be able to reach the Collector in the back line at the bottom, but that's kind of just understood that was going to be the case. Yikes, that Scarred Sentinel is going to be a problem as well. It's going to get pretty high. Oh no. With Meddler phasing, I can keep Shadeguard alive, but unfortunately I have to lose the Scarred Sentinel to do so. I think I know the only thing I can do on this floor, and I hate it. It's Bloody Moon my own Meddler to make space for a Guardian Unnamed to be our defender in the front line. And then just... I mean, I do want to drop Foregone Power on the floor, but considering everyone's alive, I'll hold short of that and see if I can Foregone Power the Scarred Sentinel on the top line, try and prevent it from doing as much damage as it's currently planning on doing. Just a little less would be fine. Lunar Priestess does not need to be on the same floor as all of the rest of these. Although, we'll see. Okay, never mind. God of the Unnamed managed to survive this turn. Oh god, that top floor. Good lord. Double Energy Siphon. Oh no, we've got a... Oh, thank heck. The Conduit from our Moon Priestess up there actually allows us to use Witchweave effectively. I don't think this is enough, but yeah, that's not even going to take the unit out. Prevented a solid 8 there at least. I don't really want to shift on this floor, but I should. The damage bonuses and stuff, and then the Vicious Axe Throw, that can get dealt with next turn, that's fine. Really feel like I should play the first Foregone Power. Top floor, right? It'll still die to the first hit from ours, so it only does 6 damage to us. Could be a lot worse. Right. So first things first, God of the Unnamed. Heal everyone back to full and give them +5 HP. Oh my god, we are alive. We absolutely keep getting through by the absolute skin of our teeth. I'm glad we're alive. Let's shore up this deck so I don't have to have the same heart attack in the next fight. I need to make sure that I have Moon Priestess and where is he? Moon Priestess and Nightingale both need to be played at the start of the fight, because then I can at least guarantee that I lock you into New Moon if I need to. And I can ignore it if I need to as well. Damn you, Mooncaller. Moon Cycle triggers an additional time, but unfortunately you have a large stone, which makes you really hard to use. It's obviously ridiculous with the Lunar Cycle stuff and with Ekka. Like, it's premium. Thankfully, at least, it is compared to Eclipse Chamber here, which is new moon effects are always active for both Nightingale and Shadeguard. And also, silent units gain +15 damage on resolve for Shadeguard and Nightingale. I've got a lot of discard cards at random. Not a huge fan of them, but Reserve, Permafrost Instinct, and just apply Frozen. Honestly, this is just a free card in our opening hand that allows us to apply Frozen to a card once. What's the downside? Merchant of Arms got a lot more valuable because of Eclipse Chamber, making that deployable. I've got to figure out what would be the things that I do, right? I'd play Ekka, I'd play Eclipse Chamber, I'd play Nightingale, Lunar Priestess, and Shadeguard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I need 5 Embers worth of stuff. And that's before accounting for a second floor for Icy Silophyte and God of Your Name. So I'd probably end up going Ember here unless I get Deployment Ember. If I could dupe something, what would I dupe? I don't have good dupe targets. Show me that merchant. Dusk Mantle. It's ungilded. New Moon. Titan Skin 5. Sounds great to me. That's always going to be active, courtesy of the Eclipse Chamber. Don't we have a unit with dualism? Unfortunately, you're not a silent unit, so you're not getting damage every turn from it. But I will note, if that was equipped to the God of the Unnamed would get Titan Skin 10 from it. both Lunar Cycle Staff and Eclipse Chamber need to be, like, the early. All of these really want to be early, to be fair. Swiftsteel Dagger. Swiftsteel Dagger at the moment, just a thing I can throw on Nightingale to do damage before the enemies do. Wait, Nightingale has dualism? Nightingale has dualism? Oh, yeah, I can't make Nightingale my tank. Swiftsteel Dagger and then merge it with Lunar Cycle Staff? I mean, that's who would wear it. Yeah. Maybe I should have looked at the room card first, an artifact card first, in case that's relevant. At the end of your turn, if it's full moon, spells in hand get plus 10 power. Kinstone Totem. When a card is discarded before the end of your turn, gain 1 energy. Honestly, I need energy, and how often do I discard cards? Drain obviously discards in the first turn. Foregone Powers do, but I seldom play Foregone Powers before a card I want to play, because, obviously, the reason. And I have collected Kinstone Totem. That's not one of the... Yeah, that's not the artifact I'm missing. In fact, I think it was previously, but it isn't now. Maybe I do want Moonstone just so the Witchweave... Yeah, but it's Witchweaves in the second cycle are capable of hitting backline units for some damage. If I left them in hand. Okay, no, it's Kin. It's Kin. Oh, weapons cache. No. I do have good weapons, but I can't work with that right now, I don't think. Planetarium grants friendly units contribute 5. Not awful. Meat Shields. I mean, Meat Shield realistically wants to be merged with Dusk Mantle. Oh, Planetarium's not gilded. All right. Come along. -1 energy per turn. Yeah, that's tough. Titan Skin, they're going to be hasting, so... Okay, it's going to be Shadeguard, Nightingale, Echo, and Eclipse Chamber. Absolutely. I think it's going to have to be top line as well. Literally can't even play the Eclipse Chamber if I do that. I guess shields do it here as a possible jump blocker for a future turn. That drain doesn't feel like I need to play it right now either. So keep that. Very little reason to play almost anything at the moment. Don't want to discard the drain. Top line's going fine. Both of those are going to frostbite to the top line. They get to hit us, and then no, they don't get taken out immediately, unfortunately. Okay, never mind. Both of those need to go down. Drop the Bountiful Shard, get rid of the Witch Weave. Finally, there's the Eclipse Chamber. We're short on the Collector. Ooh. I can summon Meddler and Phase. Without you being endless, I don't necessarily want to do that as a chump blocker, though. Top floor, what? I'm still looking for space for Lunar Priestess and Meddler, I think. Just the two of you. The second Fallen Executioner in the same line is probably going to be my drain target in a while. Yeah, I see Southfight's got your number. Bloody Moon will take care of business there. Again, just keeping that drain. If it's not relevant right now, it'll be relevant in the future. I really want to develop merged equipment and start scaling that. I only even get to scale it like once or twice. But yeah, when the enemy gets to the top floor, we will win. So I think I can afford to do it. Hello, Koto. Let's get that Dusk Mantle, bunch of additional health. Okay, never mind. We do get both Fallen Executioners on that line. Great. So I can either play Drain now and then try and see it in the cycle. That's probably actually better. Well, actually, I could even throw in some Frostbite and a couple of hits with the Steward. Although I guess that also stole a bunch of the turns of sap that I was working towards. Lunar Priestess. Meddler cycles. Lunar Priestess will cycle again next turn as well. Hit you with all the damage I can. And one more. Okay. All's well that ends well, I think. I think we did decently in that fight. We did about as well as we could have. I need to cut so many cards out of this deck. I need to get more Deployment Ember. I mean, obviously, I was also missing Deployment Ember in this fight, uniquely. Lunacy. Double stack Phase X times, apply 2X Conduit. It's already got double stack. Sick. Guardian's Amulet with Offering and Holdover. Hilarious. Reserve with Permafrost and Spellchain. I really don't need to keep that many cards in hand. I'll be honest, I'm leaning towards none here. I'll take the other drain. Merchant of Steel. Ooh, Merchant of Steel with health and removal. Do I care about the steel, though? Endless for Meddler is nice. Titanite for Shadeguard is nice. That's very narrow. Merchant of Magic has the ability to dupe a card for us. Do I have anything so busted I want to dupe? I mean, yeah, the merged equipment, but honestly, I more just want to cut cards from this deck fiercely. What? Well, there's Endless for my Meddler, and there's Titanite for my Shadeguard. Literally the two things I asked for. Remarkable. So you see Unstable Vortex, start cutting cards from the deck. I mean, all of the Stewards are absolute dead weight. The Foregone Powers are mostly dead weight at the moment as well. I think I will go hard on these removals. I really, really need this deck to run faster. Part of that's also going to be the draw relic I'm going to get. Even though I need more Deployment Ember, I really do feel like this deck desperately needs draw as well. Either that or a bunch more removal. I could Hearthstone for just plus 20 on the Lunar Priestess, and honestly, you know what? The game gives me almost no reason to suspect that that will be relevant to anything ever. I want to say that would be a good move, but it's not going to be relevant. It's almost certainly not going to be relevant, I should say. Definitely need to do this as low as possible, but thankfully we can play the Eclipse Chamber this time. So we're a lot safer because Nightingale's already doing damage points. Lots and lots of damage points. And we also get our Mantle up. Blackback Guardian's currently threatening to corrupt us, which I'm not happy about that. So I'm going to prevent you from attacking so that I don't have to deal with that corruption. Nourishing Cherub is... It's buffing Kale, and Kale's buffing it in return. That's really bad. Oh, that's fine. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, it's not. I don't think I can prevent that one from happening. Which means Kale is always going to have 6 spikes in this, which means Nightingale dies immediately. So... like, here's all I can think of is remove a single unit from the field. Doesn't change any outcome. If I move Nightingale to the back instead, pretty much the exact same thing occurs. I'm just going to have to moon cycle a bunch of times to keep the Nightingale alive at this point. That's all I can do. Ugh. Survived on 3 health. Should I just throw Icy Siliphied on that floor? No, we'll have enough damage to push through them literally after this round. It's just that round was a problem. Okay, Planetarium on this floor. I'll use the Bloody Moon to get you susceptible to death. I'll take 1 at the end of this combat just to get the Icy Siliphied 10 additional health there. There's that merged equipment. And everyone's fine now. I mean, realistically, the main not fine is Nightshade. Turns out we can save that second floor. To my surprise. Good thing we got a moon ritual. Oh, hell yeah. The meddler is here. The meddler is here. Summon and phase. +4/+4 to the bottom line. Woohoo! And then... another +2/+2 permanently to the bottom. Well, not permanently, sorry. +2/+2 to the bottom line. You take out our meddler. Perfect. I set it up again on the bottom line. And phase. Twice more. We're getting a lot of buffs on that. That there merged equipment. Lunar Cycle Staff, rather. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, actually, in order to make sure that the meddler dies here, I have to use Guard of the Unnamed's ability first, then meddler. Perfect. Also, Bloody Moon to pump the 2 energy. Gives us the ability to play Lunacy for 4 on the bottom line, which is, again, 4 more permanent. I mean, it's 8/8 for the bottom line, if nothing else. For everyone on the bottom line, if nothing else. Okay, this run has really come around. I've been very, very, very nervous for the last 20 minutes about this. But all's well that ends well on this one. Consume remove Coven Spike, not bad. Stardust Invocation, 0 cost, and has Permafrost, so I can wait until I have a good spell in hand as well. That's pretty cool. It also phases, which is also really cool. I guess the spell that I would want to get another copy of is probably Lunacy, but the problem is the additional spell is ephemeral, so getting a second Lunacy doesn't matter at all unless, like, I also have a cost reduction on you. Second Bloody Moon a lot of the time, I guess. I don't have a lot of use for a second Dusk Mantle because I don't have 2 lines where I can play the Eclipse Chamber, so it's Stardust Invocation. Just spoke about how much I need more Deployment Ember. Just a tiny amount of additional Deployment Ember gets us the ability to play down Nicey Silophyte and Guard of the Unnamed line by themselves. Like, come on, Raps. Ugh. Fine. I'm mad about it, though. I really am. I wanted it to be anything other than that. Merchant of Arms. Look, I do want to put things in my opening hand, but that doesn't mean I can. Do you want to merge Dusk Mantle with something, didn't I? Yeah, but then I didn't even take that additional thing. Armory or Room card, my remains. The only problem is the other one's a Merchant of Steel, and the other Merchant of Steel has almost nothing to offer me now. All of my guys are fully upgraded. So yeah, I'll go to the Merchant of Arms, but I'm coming here with no expectations. There's Planetarium again, in case we'd missed it. Iron Tongue gives wheat and 30 health. Sorry, 30 damage to a unit. Yeah. Spell Sanctum. Deployment number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have to play Meddler and Lunar Priestess as I draw them. If I had additional Deployment Ember, I would play Dusk Mantle and Lunar Priestess. I think making this merged equipment deployable is equally... Like, I could either get Artificial Pyre Stone, in which case it's great to have this deployable, or I could get the Whetstone, in which case I don't want this deployable, so it does get drawn into my opening hand for free, right? I don't know which of those to be optimizing around at the moment. Definitely not Planetarium deployable, tell you that much. I'm gonna make the Dusk Mantle deployable because worst case scenario, I'm still happy to have it. Bloodthirsty Blade, Fight Club, and Swift Steel Dagger with far beyond those pieces of equipment. Our damage is sorted. Yeah, you've got Silence. -1 energy per turn, that's annoying as well. But thankfully, not at all a problem for us. Guess I'll have to play Lunar Priestess instead of Shadeguard. That's fine though, because I hope it's fine. Yeah, bottom line's comfortable with it at the moment. Out, then Preserve Lunacy. Got it on there for the max HP. Yeah, I'm just keeping Lunacy for some Conduit Spike and some additional phasing when I need it. I think bottom line's already comfortable. Shadeguard down. Yeah, Stardust Invocation of Ephemeral Moon Ritual just to make another Ephemeral Moon Ritual is fine by me. It phases the moon to help me phase the moon to help me phase the moon. This is just for the incant triggers on the bottom line. Keep the Guard of the Unnamed healthy. There's the merged equipment we're looking for. I do want Meddler killed here. So we play you bottom line, we cycle, and then I grant non-boss units as much additional damage on this floor as I can. Well, that already accomplishes the job. I don't need to do any more. But I guess this one can go on this floor, though. Nice. The Witchweaves are already with the Planetarium, capable of taking out a Deafening Herald by themselves, so I can get my silence-free stuff back. Yay! Just keeping Lunacy for a turn where I can finally afford to play it. Oh, this is that turn. Bloody Moon giving us additional energy. This is definitely that turn. I don't need the double phase blessing on Shadeguard, let's be real. +15/+15 to the entire floor. And still got to play a phase blessing after discarding randomly with a Kinstone token. Oh. Nightingale does so much work with the Eclipse Chamber. Just so much work. Constantly having the triple strike now as well active, but also the +15 on resolve. Oh. Mwah. I mean, I definitely don't need to give any incants spikes to the next floor. Doing well enough without it. Oh, we'll do it once though, just because it's permanent damage for the Moon Cycle Blade. That's another spell chain Glittering Crafts. Restore 20 health and apply Conduit 4. I mean, actually, we rarely really need to restore health. I guess Shadeguard sometimes. Maybe I prefer Cover of Night. Moonbeam, though, intrinsic, just does 20 damage to the front enemy unit, X +1 times. I'm finding I really don't have the ability to use, like, big X cards. Cover of Night feels vaguely unnecessary. I'll take Glittering Drafts just in case, basically. Oh! Unnamed Tome that has Consume removed. Hell yeah. Definitely don't need another Merchant of Arms. Bit too late, Capricious Reflection. I would have taken you as well. When you play your third spell of a turn, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of the fight. Honestly, not especially relevant. Middlingly so. Firestone Housing, completely irrelevant. I don't have a Merchant of Steel here. I'm gonna re-roll. I could okay, it's 110. I'll take a Forgotten Name. It's not that relevant though. Fey gain Conduit 1 and +5 damage on Moon Cycle. Unfortunately, I only have one Fey unit, and ideally it dies every turn. I mean, Ancient Biotap literally is just like play out your entire deployment phase, do as much as you want, also for every turn after that. It's so good. Can't believe it took me as long as it did to start using it. Holdover Tome? You summon enemies that silence me, I silence them right back. I honestly don't think that really helps us, to be frank. Holy Stone... Totally unnecessary. I'll put it on Lunacy. I'll take the Holdover Tome, why not? -1, so Glittering's easier to play. Reroll. -2 cost gain Consume. One of you had Consume removal, but yeah, it's not one that needs Consume. Suspect I'm probably just removing 2 cards for the rest of this. Though anything deployable I can just play, so like I could get a second Icy Silify and literally just throw it on the same floor. It's not a problem. What can stop me? I truly think the answer to that right now is nothing. Give me a second piece of the busted merged equipment then. Let's cut a couple of foregone powers out of this deck. Plus 10 magic powers, very easy to throw on a phase blessing. I mean, realistically, it should be a witch weave just for the possibility that I don't have Conduit out yet, because Conduit does rely on a room that I don't have played on turn 1 for killing Silence Hymnists. That said, I don't need to kill those Silence Hymnists, though. Yeah-huh. Oh, great turn for a big lunacy. So they're doing incanting on the bottom line. I give 5 damage to the Celestial Bastion, but I gain 6 armor. So yes, I still do want to incant down here. Not that I need to do it that much. I kind of want to let Foregone Power discard a random card, but if it discards Lunacy, obviously it's ridiculously bad. You know what? Drain, discard, anything except Lunacy, go. Perfect. So now I can phase 10 times on this floor. They preserve on this Witch Weave, so I'm ready to use it to remove the right target at the right time. Specifically being a very annoying silence unit. Hello, Deafening Herald. It's nice to kill you, Deafening Herald. Because now I can use my Meddler. Oh, hang on. Don't want to summon the Meddler until I have my merged equipment down. But that works out incredibly. Perfect. Meddler dies this turn. That's the goal. Oh, we also take a lot of damage on the Guardian name by doing that. We'll be okay. God, you are very much sacrificial, I'm sorry to say. I can definitely afford to sap my units at this point. Oh, hold up. That was actually a lot worse. I see Silophyte being sapped on the bottom line by Seraph Eternus and a Curse of Entropy resulted in her doing no damage. Let's have our unnamed tome prevent the enemy from interfering with anything else. Oh. I even have the Bloody Moon for targeting the Hymnist at the right time. Bloody Moon takes out the Hymnist, so I can use my Meddler. And these two Curses of Entropy I could play. I elect not to. Unnamed Tome prevents all of the enemy incants. Now I can just work to my own beat. Glittering Draft twice. Gets us a bunch of additional magic power and Conduit on the bottom line. So now the Witch Weave's a big ready for prime time. Even the ones that haven't been ultra buffed. Hey, there's the Planetarium for the bottom line. I guess I will use Unnamed Tome there. Everyone here is already silenced. Yeah, it's about time. You deserve the Moon Cycled equipment. Icy Silify. No one's going to be wielding it better anywhere else. Yeah, I guess all of my damage is on the second floor. It's literally just a project line. Just wondering why that didn't do better than 600 there, but I guess, yeah, we're only really fit to take like 4 hits. The God of the Unnamed on the front line. That's as much lunacy as we can take. Big Echo. But realistically, Big Nightingale. Big Shadeguard. Thank you, Eclipse Chamber. And the new Dusk Mantle for making that not only offensive, but defensive at the same time. Obviously, this line was also here. Wrapping us up like it's the Titan fight. We're still gonna kill those, but admittedly, I don't see that being a problem given how this fight went. At all. Yeah, let me continue forward, please. Someone's got to handle these Titans. Pretty sure everything just gets played pretty much exactly the same. Your turn. Oh my god, Planetarium turn 1. Handy. Yeah, I'm gonna want to drain the ever-loving hell out of Savagery where it's available, so start with the big drain first. Discarded the other drain, of course it did. Of course it did. I'm gonna Witch Weave and also reserve a Bloody Moon just to have it available on a future turn. I mean, realistically, I think I should give this merged equipment to Icy Silophyte this turn. Oh, but I could also play that with Ancient Pyre-Tap Ember. Oh, that's better. Okay, I'm going to Frozen Moon to gain additional Ember. Then I'm going to Lunacy for 6. Getting +18/+18 to this midline. Everyone on it. Then you can have that equipment. And we'll play Pyrelite and then double phase blessing on this line as well for another 25 armor on the Shadeguard. And loose Frostbite goes on to minion. Yeah, bottom line gets entirely dealt with, so we don't even have to worry about the Blightbound Guardians adding additional corruption to the Guard of the Unnamed. Really? How is that working? They're doing enough damage to take out the God of the Unnamed. This is a problem. I don't think there's any alternate series of cards I can play there to make that not happen as well. I've cast all of the spells on the bottom floor. Well, that's going to be a problem. How well can we recover from that? If I draw my Meddler next turn, I can just chump block with that every turn on the bottom line, we can recover a little bit. Damn, it would have been able to full heal again next turn as well. I don't think Meddler's going to be able to keep us safe against savagery. Well, damn. Didn't even have any Witch Weaves to heal him. Didn't have the ability until the turn after as well. Whoa. Draft would have been so good as well. I do think Stardust Invocation on Pyre Light seems the most likely here. The hell? I guess I let that incant on the bottom line randomly. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, Yeah, I'm not going to sab any of my units because I'm going to need all hands on deck to try and take care of full lines of enemies here. Yeah, we'll definitely be mutant bottom line for another turn. Some shuffle. Damn, the Meddler's getting a lot of stats from that. It's getting to the point that it's not effectively chump blocking for us. At least it didn't survive that turn. Okay, Savagery is going down next turn, mostly. Entropy, the turn after that. Okay, Dominion's actually far and away ahead. Having a holdover frozen every single turn, holdover mute rather every single turn is nice. It means I can prevent the Savagery from ever getting that resolve damage. Silence your silence unit, thank you. Uh-oh. The Meddler is finally surviving turns. I knew it would happen. I just hope it wouldn't happen this soon. You hate to see them all grown up, surviving their very first night alone. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine. Next turn, we just push all of the damage directly past Savagery, and that'll end the fight. GG. I have a suspicion that y'all were bigger in the previous fight, but perhaps I'm wrong about that. Eclipse Chamber's so good. Is there anything that I would benefit from doing here? I guess I can twiddle the season one more time. I can mute and actually y'all drain on the top floor and drain there just in case you got there. There we go. Perfect. Gilded another 2 cards. The Dusk Mantle, which was new in the Lost Arsenal update recently, and Planetarium, which had been in the game since the start. I just hadn't gilded it. Hell yeah. That's 2 of Lunacover's remaining cards, leaving Lunacover with just the 1, which I've been making sure to check when they just have that 1 left. And that's Moonguard, of course it is. 2 Ember, 2 Size. Mageblade 3 on New Moon. Another Mageblade 3. Very good if you have, obviously, huge amounts of Conduit. And especially if you can keep yourself in New Moon. Hey, maybe an Eclipse run? Of some kind? At the moment, though. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my contents of the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsyPlays out above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Zoe. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.